In this video, we are going to see how to design a globe. We are also going to learn the basic concepts of assembly. So let's start. First of all, let us take the basic shape of the sphere. I am selecting the sketching plane and I am giving the diameter. All these dimensions are only approximate. I am going to create a sketch which will help me in creating the stand. I am trimming off the extra portions. I am modifying these dimensions. This portion is going to be an extrusion. I am trying to join it linearly. I am changing the offset radius and giving the same offset length here. So you can see I have created this portion. Now I am going to extrude it. I am going to extrude it symmetrically. Now if you see, in the operation I have new body option. So in the browser you can see that two bodies are created. Now one body I am going to change it as component. And the second body again I am going to change it as component. And I am going to name this. You can see in the browser that we have this new file called globe, and beside this we have this notion. This is actually for assembly. So now our file has converted into an assembly file where we have two components. One is a sphere and the other is a base. Both of these components have been created using the bodies that we have previously seen. So if we need to make modifications to this sphere, I have to right click and say activate. So now I get the symbol for the activate component, and so whatever features I am going to add now will be added to this component. Similarly, I can activate base. Or if I want to perform some assembly operations, I can right click on globe and click activate. So this circular thing in between with a dot is going to tell us which is the active component, and all our features will be applied to that component. whether it is an assembly or it is an individual part. Now, as you can see that my base is highlighted, I can right click and activate so that I can start drawing the sketches in the base component. Now again, referencing the sphere component, in this spherical body I am going to create a cut. Now you can see my sphere is highlighted, so the operation is being performed inside the sphere. Again, I have highlighted base component so that I can finish the other operations left in the base component. So this is the advantage of drawing or creating bodies and features in assembly mode. We can modify simultaneously both the parts with respect to each other. I can clearly see the relationship, that is the relationship of the extruded hole and also the inserted part from the base. Now you can see in the left browser my base portion is highlighted, so that is the active part, and all my features that I am going to add now are being added onto that part. Now I'm going to create an offset plane so that I complete my stand for the base. So here I'm going to use cylinder option. So I'm selecting my sketching plane, which is a newly constructed plane. And next I'm going to use the box option to create this extrusion. Now my part is ready. Now I can add some fillets over here. Now you can see there are two components that I am designing in this assembly file. Now I have activated the assembly mode, so both the components are visible equally. So now I am going to appearances, and in the appearances I can add color to the base model. So here I have selected bodies or components, and then I can also add decal to the globe. I did not get the exact image that can be pasted onto this globe, but this is only for example I am taking. So I'm just spreading it around. It's not covering it fully, but this is just as an example. So now you can see that as there are two components, in the assemble mode I can choose as build joint option and make them rigid, but I can give one motion, that is the revolute motion, and I have to select the appropriate axis so that this sphere revolves. I can animate it and see how it is going to rotate with respect to the base component.